Today we're going to talk all about Edmonton's real estate market and what happened in the month of December 2021, and also what happened all of last year and what's to happen in 2022. In the month of December, we saw less listings than we did the month before coming onto the market. But if you take a look at the last year, last December, we actually had even less listings come on the market. So we're still moving at a pretty healthy pace from the busy 2021 that it was. In 2021, the amount of listings that came on was always trying to keep up with the sales. We haven't seen our market quite like this in quite some time. The stats for the month of December shows that we're roughly in a balanced market. However, in January, as I record this, our market is in a very heavy seller's market. And what is a seller's market? A seller's market is when you have way more buyers, which is the demand, then they have listings to look at, or inventory, or houses. So we have a lot of listings that are usually coming in the springtime that are not on the market yet. But we still have all these other buyers that are still on the market. And why is that? The market was very busy in the whole first 3 quarters of the year, and we kind of saw a little bit of a slowdown in the fourth quarter. So people started to put less listings up, but we still saw a lot of buyers out there. Now, they weren't as quick to move as they were earlier in the year, but what happened was the interest rates actually went up at the end of the year, enticing people to get those rate holds that they had booked to get into a house. And you only have 120 days when you do a rate hold. So we did see the average price in December move up from month over month and year over year. It's a pretty strong year. We haven't actually seen our average price this high in quite some time. And when we talk about average price, this is single family homes, and that does include townhouses with no condo fees all the way up to the $1 million properties. So you can imagine there's a big array. Overall, the average house price went up 7% just in 2021. And if you look over all the way to 2012, we have not seen this kind of increase ever. The weakest markets that we saw were in 2018 and 2019, and you can see we're in a significantly better place this year, and we are moving into the 2022 year just as strong. So in terms of how many properties sold in December, we had 556 properties, single family homes in Edmonton sell. That's still a healthy amount for December. Slightly under 2,000 listings came on the market. Now in January, we're starting to see this problem of the low inventory. So the sales continue to happen and the inventory continues to be lower. I'm guessing that our January market will still have a lower amount of listings to come up. We are seeing some people put up their houses for sale and they're being snatched up right away, or we're seeing multiple offers as soon as they come on. So you don't want to hesitate when you're a buyer. Make sure you're prepared with your mortgage approval, because you need to do everything you can to win that multiple offer. We don't need that as a question mark. Now, if you're a seller and you want to sell, you need to make a proper plan. Take that time to get your house ready for sale, but also talk to your realtor about when the best timing is for your home. I know that for my clients, we are trying to get our homes on the market the sooner the better, and we can get marketing done before to get some interest. And we were able to get a client into a property before it was even hitting the market and being able to get an offer. So no big surprise, the average days on market in December, it was 48 days, which is a little bit longer than it was the month before. However, it's significantly less than it was the year before in December. If you look at the whole year trend, you will see that in May was the fastest time at 27 days on market. And basically from about March to June was like the busiest time and the fastest time that property sold. So if you're looking to sell a property, do you think you should wait until March to June? We don't know what 2022 is going to look like. I suspect it's going to be the similar market to last year, but I actually think it'll be a little bit stronger because we did not see January move as quickly on properties for buyers and sellers at this time last year. So we're definitely trending in a direction where I think the property's average days on market could even hit below 25 this year. So I've been saying this all year round, the number of homes that are being sold and the price point, the majority is 300 to 400,000. We had about 30%, just under 31% of the properties sell in this price point. Then the next price point would be 400 to 500,000. So if you're interested in the $1 million properties, we had just under 250 properties sell over $1 million in Edmonton. That's a good sign of a recovering market. And we still saw a healthy amount of sales all throughout, but it's always that bell curve. I say it all year long, and now we have the year-end stats, and the stats are all in. So overall, we had 10,121 properties sell in the year of 2021. And I suspect we will actually probably have similar to maybe even a couple thousand more. That's my guess. So what's going to happen in 2022? I gave you some of my speculations, and that's based on what we're seeing in the market currently, how the market did last year, and also just the historical trend of recoveries and how the market goes. Market always recovers, it always stays strong for a bit, and then it slowly declines and it kind of goes up and down, usually in cycles of anywhere from 5 to 6 years. So prior to what happened to the world in 2020, we were actually overdue for a market correction. So actually our market is still doing what it needs to be doing and what it has been doing in the past in terms of trending. So I would suspect that we're going to keep a very strong market. Our neighbors to the south are predicting a pretty strong market as well. If you're curious what a property looks for sale right now, check out this video and see what we have on the market. And if you want to learn all about the cost of living in Edmonton, maybe you're considering moving here, check out this video.